everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Halo News. This is Mr. Richards. Today I want to talk to you about Rake-a-thon. So Rake-a-thon has been going on here for quite a few years, but some of you are new to it, so I want to explain. Rake-a-thon is a part of the Knights of Columbus's opportunity statewide to do a non-public school fundraising event. And so it's been around for a very long time. And St. Joe's has been doing it for, I think, well over 20, maybe even 30 years. And about 15 years or so ago, it took on a new flavor, and that flavor was to become a service marathon. And that service is to provide raking for the elderly and shut-in in our community. All right, so how it works is this. Everybody gets a pledge envelope, and students are asked to go out to neighbors, friends, and relatives and asking for pledges. And then each family can submit their totals once the Rake-a-thon is completed, or any time before. Now, I was talking to one of my principal colleagues up in Delano, and they've been doing the Rake-a-thon, our service marathon also. I said, well, how's it going for you? And she said, oh, pretty good. I said, well, how many kids do you have? And they said, oh, about 75, 80. I said, oh, all right. I was thinking that maybe they pulled in 15,000 or something like that. That'd be a good number. I said, well, how much do you earn? And she said, oh, about 75,000. And I just went, whoa, that's awesome. So I'd love for us to be able to cross a new threshold. Last year we set a new high from my time here, and it was about 25,000. So I'd love to shatter that this year. So collecting pledges here again over the next 2 weeks is pretty critical, and it'd be great to have a lot of families helping us support the school and helping us to move forward. So next Friday, November 2nd, is actual Rake-a-thon day, and here's the schedule for that day. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I'd invite all families to get up super early and come to Mass at 7. That's right, 7 a.m. It's All Souls Day, a special day in the church in which we honor all those who have died, and we pray for them. It's also the first Friday of the month, so that's dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So very special Mass, again, 7 a.m. After Mass, we would come over to the school. Asha's going to cook up a nice hearty breakfast of French toast and sausage. So again, we would need to make sure we know how many are coming, so we'll ask you to RSVP for that. The All Pro Dads group will be sharing a little bit about what All Pro Dads is, because that's the first Friday, and we typically do All Pro Dads on that first Friday. This will probably take up until 8, a little after 8, 8:10. Students will then be dismissed to the classroom, and they would do a little positivity project with their classroom teachers. And at 8:30, we'll return to the church for a rosary. We do First Friday rosaries every month, and this month will be led by our 6th graders. And our rosary intention will be for the souls who have gone before us, and secondly, for all the shut-ins and the elderly in our community. After our rosary, we'll return to the church, and all the kids are put into groups. There's about, I don't remember, 15, 16 groups maybe, and each group then will hop on a bus and head off to a certain region in St. Bonnie, maybe Victoria, here in Waconia, etc. And we'll rake up those yards. It'll be a couple hours worth of work, and then we return and have lunch. After lunch, everyone is dismissed, and we all go home and have a great weekend. That day usually ends around 12:30 or so there aren't any buses that day, so parent pickup for that. Alrighty, so looking forward to a great Rake-a-thon. Thanks for taking time to listen to this, and have a glorious rest of your day. Take a closer step to heaven, and don't go alone. God bless you all.